The third task that I've given you this week, we're going to do some quick examples of, but it's a table task like we've done many times in class. And in that table, I'm giving you information about the radius, and we can find out the diameter from our radius. I'm also wanting to know about the circumference, so how far around the outside, and the area, and a bit of an advanced one, but area of half the circle. But we'll see why that's not too hard to calculate in a minute. So, first key fact that we need to remember while we're filling this in, for our radius column, we're just taking for our diameter column, we're taking our radius and timesing it by 2. So 5 times 2 here gives us 10 centimeters for our diameter. Our circumference, well, our formula is C equals pi times D. So in your calculator, for this one, you need to do 3.14. And look at our diameter. Our D column is diameter. So 3.14 times 10. So that should give 31.4 centimeters. Once we've got that, again, we've got our area formula. Remember, area, and it's what we've just done in task 2, is pi times r squared. So we're doing 3.14 times, and radius over here, r, is 5, and we're squaring it. So it's times 5 times 5. Put that in the calculator. You should get 78.5. Now, this last column, I said area of half the circle. So if the full circle is 78.5, then half the circle is just doing the area of the whole circle, divide it by 2. And you can check that. I'm just doing that on my calculator. 78.5. Divide it by 2, and that equals, when I put it in the calculator, 39.25. Now, I haven't given either of these units. They're both areas. They should be centimeters squared for both of them. So there's an example of how I filled in the first row. The second row here, I double my radius to get my diameter. So that is 2 centimeters. I do pi 3.14 times the diameter to get my circumference. 3.14 times it by 2, I get 6.28. And again, we're working in centimeters here. My area column is 3.14 times the radius squared. Now the radius is 1, and we times it by itself, so 1 times 1. So that, when you put it in the calculator, it gives you 3.14 back, because timesing by 1 doesn't change anything. Area of half that circle, we're doing 3.14, which was our area of the whole circle, and we're dividing it by 2. And that works out as 1.57 centimeters squared. Now, the last column, I'm going to do something slightly different. So for our last column here, you'll see that I've got 40 centimeters as my diameter, and we might need to figure out our radius. So if our diameter is our radius times 2, then our radius is our diameter divided by 2. So doing that, 40 divided by 2 is 20 centimeters. Now we can work the other ones out. Circumference is pi, or 3.14, times our diameter, which is 40. And again, just pop it in your calculator. 125.6 is what we should get for that. Our area is pi, or 3.14, times our radius squared. Now, our radius was 20. That's what we worked it out to be. And times another 20. So if you do that, you should get 1,256, I believe. And that is centimeters squared. And finally, if we take our 1,256 and we divide it by 2, that should give us our half a circle area. So it's 628 centimeters squared. So that gives you 3 examples, and that covers all the different things that you are going to see in your table. So have a go at filling your table in. Now, I know not all of you have the privilege of having a printer around to print it out, but it shouldn't take long. Just find something with a straight edge, draw yourself a table, and fill in the values that I've given you, and then have a go at working out all of the rest. Okay, so don't worry if you don't have a printer and you can't print it out. Just have a go at drawing it. That would be absolutely fine. So hope that goes okay, and well done for working through the videos for this week.